Welcome back, everybody. We're going to continue on with our 20th anniversary playthrough of Leaf Green. Okay, I believe we finished. Yeah, we finished Rock Tunnel last time. I didn't write in my notes, of course. But we're in Celadon City. Since we finished that, we could probably go to the gym, if I remember correctly. Might as well get our gym badge while we're here. Too bad I didn't have Sludge Bomb or have Paris be a higher level. Oh, really anybody but Paris, definitely, because it has the dual bug and poison. Do I have the, coin thing? No, it's in one of these homes. It's like a restaurant or something, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it's this guy. It's either this guy or the one at the other table. Yep, this is the guy. Okay, cool. Need to see what TMs are available at the thing. I'm just gonna buy coins if I can. I'm not playing slots. I don't want to have to put a gambling disclaimer on here, so. Dratini would be nice, but that doesn't help me at all. Hold on a second. Let me look this shit up. I want to know what TM Sludge Bomb is. Apologies as we wait here for a minute because I'm not sure. Honestly, fuck it. To hell with it. Of course. See what moves we have, and then I'll think. Let me see if they have TM36. If they have TM36, then that's Sludge Bomb, and that's what I want. I'll pay for it if I have to get it. I don't care how much I gotta pay for it. Nope. Okay. Nope, we're not learning. We're not learning Sludge Bomb then. I bet we find it somewhere. It's... trying to think of where I could take Paris to train it. Honestly, probably nowhere. Let's just cut the tree. Then too bad none of my Pokemon are strong enough to... It knows Ember, I mean... We'll do the old switcheroo tactic. I'll put it into battle and see. I don't know how high level her Pokemon are, and I might be able to just KO them with Ninetales. I might have to heal a decent amount, but... I'd rather have an advantage against this gym leader. Oh, it's not far away at all, honestly. Why am I not surprised? No. Poison powder's not gonna kill it, so I can... I think if it's gonna do one more, what I'll call a piss tier move, if it does one more piss tier move, I can beat it. It's a shame I didn't have flamethrower or something, because it would be destroying them at this point. I outspeed it, though, so we're good. Just have to heal after this battle. That's fine. Okay. Ninetales is no slouch. Damn. All right. So we got a good one on our team. I didn't expect that. It evolved young, so I think its best moves are ahead of it. It's just a matter of... Wait, let's use a berry. If I have one. Nom nom nom. Use that. Glug glug glug. Alright. Now let's see what TMs we have. I know it can't learn Aerial Ace. Damn, that would have been nice, though. The fact that Diglett could learn Aerial Ace is interesting, because I could technically use it, and it is definitely faster than her Pokemon. However, we're going to keep going down the route we have. We should have more than enough battles to level it to where it needs to be. And if it's close, we'll get it there. I mean, we're having some pretty good battles here already. It's crazy. Nice, we got a burn. Don't mind me, I just have to have a light bit of air in here. It's hot. Start sweating too much after just getting out of the freaking shower. No thanks. It's not up in time. I mean, it having lower evasiveness doesn't really matter, let's be honest. Wow, this is going to be a 5-turn sleep. Interesting. Oh, also in the comments section, since we're not getting like super close to the end, but we're about halfway through the game. If you guys have any suggestions for the next game you'd like to see me play, by all means, leave comments, suggest me things. I mean, I'm not going to 1000% promise that I'm going to play them, but I am definitely going to read the suggestions and decide something out of there. Unless for some strange reason I don't like any of them, but that seldomly ever happens. Mind you, my focus is games that are basically from the Xbox 360/PS3 era and earlier. That's where I like to focus my gameplays from. Now, like, if you were to suggest God of War 2018 or God of War Ragnarok, those are new games I can get behind. Like, they're fantastic. So, or like the Spider-Man game on the PS4. I'd play that one again. I love that game. It's fun. Miles Morales was great. I don't have a PS5, so I can't really play PS5 games. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not going to play anything super new. Multiplayer games are hit or miss. I'd just say currently focus on single player type stuff. Like, I might have some cameos with my friends eventually, the more comfortable I get back into doing this. Like, obviously, I'm like, hey, I'm streaming, so, like, don't talk about stuff we shouldn't, you know, and things like that, because you're responsible for all that. Which I'd say is the... How do I put it? That's, like, the only hesitation ever with streaming. Is, like, I don't want someone to ruin it for me. You know what I mean? It's like, even if I have a, quote, drunk stream, like, I'm not gonna be drunk. So... I just don't. It just takes too much for me to even get to that point to even consider it, so... Not to mention, like, I want it to be entertaining and quality for you guys as well. Like, I know I don't like watching people get fucked up, so I don't expect you to want to watch it either. You know, that just kind of goes with the territory. But we are going to play some other fun stuff. Like, I know at some point I want to get back into Minecraft because they've added a decent amount to the game since I played. Pal World is another game I'd like to do a couple of videos here and there about, because I still want to play it. It's just... I'm trying to focus on things that I know... Like, that I'm going to have fun with, obviously. But that you guys are going to enjoy as well. Because what's the point of me putting a video up that I know is not going to do well? At least in the formative stage of the channel. Like, later on, I'm not going to get too concerned about it. Like, because right now, I'm not even playing the algorithm. I'm just doing my own thing. But I'm also coming from a place where live streaming was my preferred way to do it, and just the turnout wasn't there, so instead of constantly going back and wondering why things aren't working, I'm trying a different approach. Like, currently I'm done with Twitch, and I don't think I'm going back. Even if this doesn't do well, because I can do this in bite-sized pieces and, you know, not feel super bad if I'm not able to be on all the time. Like, I still have a chance to do this because I can schedule releases accordingly and do, like, weekly releases. Or, you know, twice a week. Or however it shakes out. And then if there's a period that I'm not here, obviously just know I'm working on stuff. But right now's the perfect time of year to do it before spring, because, like, at my work, it's... I mean, it's always... I'm always gonna be busy, but it's, like, the slow kind of busy, if that makes sense. So I have extra energy to invest into it. Come summer, and especially from October on, October to the end of the year is the hard time for me. But we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm also, you know, I'm going to also be taking this year trying to learn how to do this, let alone anything else, so. Aside from that, with this channel, we're so early on. If anybody says anything about giveaways or anything, there is no such thing. Like, I can't right now. So I'm not making a dime off of this, which is fine. But, like, in practice, don't look at the comments and say, oh man, he's giving away a PS5. Dude, I can't even buy one for my fucking self. I'm not giving it away. I'm just saying. That's no disrespect to the fans. It's just I don't have the funds to support those type of things currently. If this takes off, I would love to. But, you know, to get to that point, you guys have to help me too. You gotta give me likes. You gotta, you know, play the system. You gotta ring the notification bell, all that happy shit. If you do, then we're in business and you will be rewarded as well. If not, oh well, we tried, you know? I never do anything with the intent to succeed. I do it with the intent to learn. That way, if it's not going well, then I'm like, okay, why is it not going well? What can I do to do better? You know? And obviously, I know the first thing people are going to say is, oh, cut out your profanity. I try. I try not to swear a lot on stream, so... That's really not... It's really not an area for me to worry about, if that makes sense. I think my areas of focus are... just continuing to try to be engaging and maybe not do so many monologues about the behind-the-scenes stuff. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know also in the comments if you like those type of things. I just, being new to this, I would rather, not necessarily being new to this, but like, you know, being a fledgling creator, because I still haven't taken off yet, even after 6 years of this. It's nice to be able to talk about it in a way so you guys understand where I'm coming from when I say, you know, I appreciate what you're doing, but I'm not getting anywhere. You know, it's not because of you. It's because I'm just not lucky. I'm just not hitting the luck that everybody else has by this point, which is fine. You know, the only thing I'm going to ask you guys to do is likes and follows. You know, I'm not gonna solicit a ton of bullshit from you guys. I know that, like, for example, I can't make money off this channel right now, so I'm definitely not going to be asking for donos. Not going to start a Ko-Fi right now. I just don't feel like it's, you know, if you guys want to support me, just do it in the ways that I need it. Like, which right now isn't financially. Right now it's, you know, likes, it's exposure, it's telling people, hey, come to the channel, stuff like that. We'll cross the financial bridge when we get there. You know, I have a stable job that allows me to do this on the side, so I'm not gonna get super butthurt if nobody wants to give me money. That's fine. I don't expect you to. You know, it's a nice benefit potentially down the road, especially from like ad revenue and stuff. That's more where I want to do things like that from. You know, you guys are the fan base, you're the backbone of the channel. I want to try not to piss you off as much as I can. You know, and that's not just from the fledgling point of view. That's just me as a human being. I'd rather just keep y'all happy. I think we're going to be level 23 by the time we face her. Spoiler alert. Wow. You know what? We'll keep the paralysis, because then I can't be poisoned anymore. Perfect. It cuts my speed, but oh well. I don't care about that too much. Strategically, we don't want to be poisonable. You know, we'll take some damage here and there. It's not going to be so bad. We'll truck right through this. Like I say, the paralysis is like the best thing we could have had happen to us right now. Because then no poisoning, nothing to worry about. And that's the thing, right? Like, sometimes strategically you want to keep ailments. That way they can't do anything extra to you. Yes. We're looking good right now. But no, and like I said before, I know there's going to be some videos that I'll call filler material, but they're not. Like, in between games, sometimes we're going to work on Pokemon Sword. Well, Pokemon Shield, sorry, I don't have Sword. Pokemon Shield, where we're going to do, like, the Dynamax dungeons, and we're going to just go until we get a shiny. Because I think that's fun. Like, it's supposedly 1 in every 10 that you do. But I like them. They're strategic, and they give me a way to sit back and kind of talk to you guys. But also be like, hey, this is strategically why we want to do certain things. You know, like teaching you the competitive things. Like, for example, right now, the strategy that I'm using, keeping paralysis, that's a competitive thing. Because then you can't get poisoned, you can't be put to sleep, you can't be burned. Which, I mean, I couldn't anyways, but you know what I mean. Like, once you have a status condition, you can't get another one. So where, you know, it's a roll of the dice, it's 50-50 if I can make a move or not. Being that they have lesser effectiveness against me, I'm just gonna sit back and roll with the punches at this point. You know, not having poisoning or anything is a benefit. Super nice. Because that takes away their best strategy. It's gonna be tough. Are we gonna win? I gotta heal next turn. This would be one time where I'd say paralysis is fucking me, but normally it doesn't. Normally not this bad. I could heal it, but I don't want poison. That's why I'm not healing it, because I know with all these gimmicky grass types, they're going to put you to sleep or poison you, and I'm not doing that. I might have to put this Ivysaur down, though, because my speed being less than it is not helpful right now. I just got to hit it one more time. It does not even matter. If I can hit it this next turn, it's out. Come on. It's what I need. Thank God. Yes. It's the only detriment to rolling with this strategy is you're gonna heal a lot. You're gonna need to. Now, like, I could decide to heal, like, before the gym leader, I'm definitely healing. I'm not wasting that berry yet, or that, thing yet. I'm not doing that. I'll battle this one and see how it goes. Just one. Nice. Level 24. Oh, God. Okay, now are we going to have a chance? If I have a chance to hit it again. Yes. I should heal before the next battle. Not take a chance. So if she's got a 24, I'm gonna guess Erica has like a 26 at most. If that's the case, I'm not too worried about it. We're golden. Let's just keep these battles up. Guess what? You're fighting a fire-type Pokemon. Because my bug type wasn't strong enough. Come on, baby. We got this. Can't be poisoned, so that doesn't matter. Oh. Okay. Nice glitch, OBS. Come on. Okay. Good, now at least I can... I don't know why. It can't be my computer when it's telling me I'm using at most 40% CPU. There has to be some setting on here that's just not working out, but I don't know. I need to get a new PC. I'm tired of fighting with this one, and honestly, the nice part about it would be that I could actually use emulators on PC instead of using dev mode. I like dev mode, but like N64 is spotty at best, we'll say. And it's certainly not better on any of the other consoles that I have. Hence why when I play Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, I use my Wii. Because the emulator on it's the best. Oh, level 29? Oh! We might die here. Holy shit! That was a critical hit. Man! Take that. We take those here. I don't know what's going on, so I gotta wait now. Cool. Fucking OBS. Come on. What are you doing? Ow. Alright. Wow. Alright. Come on. I want to see what the hell I'm doing. Man. That's super annoying. Sorry about the bitching. It's just like, man. I've been giving honest less shit about these background processes on here. That's like I was reading online that with Windows 11, if you're running on an older machine that's incompatible, they're not going to let it boot anymore. Are you kidding? So that potentially means a PC like mine, that while it is compatible, if they deem it's not compatible, it won't boot anymore. Like, huh? I gotta heal real bad. I don't know how we weathered that attack. Is it done after this turn? Hell yeah, it is. Yes. Yes. I didn't think we were beating it. I'm not gonna lie. The rest of this might be cake now, but we'll see. Tangela is definitely grass, but I don't remember if it's grass, water, or just grass. Okay. It would have to be... Yeah, until it gets hurt by its burn. Shit. Interesting. So it can't be roared out of battle with Ingrain. Vileplume. This one's gotta be. I was gonna say it has to be a 29 if the other one was. Damn, that thing hits hard. I'm not hitting it hard at all. I'm kind of worried here, because we might have to spam quick attack. Let's give it a burn. We're going through a lot of healing items, but this is truly the best way to do it. Because if I had Venusaur out here, there's no point. I'd be sitting here waiting forever to beat it. If I can get it burnt, then that's what we're going to go for. What in Christ's fucking name was that? Holy hell. We lived through all of that just to get that treatment. Really? Wow. And that doesn't affect Vileplume. Cool. Fantastic, even. Wow. Very effective. And now we're going to be paralyzed for the rest of the damn match. This is cool. Whatever. Because there's no point in healing it because it'll just paralyze me against, like, there's no point. Just have to sit here and take it at this point. Oh my god. Really? What horrible damage output. Come on. You can't critical hit or anything? Poor Ninetales died for this? Like, what? Thank you. Man. Tell you what, friends, that battle I thought we weren't winning, actually. Like, I know we had a level 43, but that was a hell of a lot of damage to take. Yeah, it's junk. Giga Drain, yep. I mean, sure, but, like, how wonderful is it really, though? Like, Giga Drain is a cool move. It's just not my cup of tea right now. I'd rather scum with Leech Seed and Poison Powder just because you know that you're getting that double dink every turn. That's pretty fun. So it's like 3 days after Valentine's Day. And where I was going with that was, you know, how normally, you know, when you're single, you don't have anyone to spend Valentine's Day, that whole depressing spiel. I mean, I got lucky this year. It was funny because I ran into a couple of my friends at our local grocery store. We were talking and having a nice conversation, and I was like, hey, if you guys want to come over later, you can. And they didn't really answer me either way, so when I got home, I was like, whatever, I'll just call and see. And so I had 3 of my friends over for Valentine's Day, and we were playing Mario Party Superstars. It was pretty fun. And I've never done that. That was just one of those things. Like I was telling you guys, like, I'm trying to really hard to push my comfort zones. Especially this year. Because not only am I tired of... I don't even want to say tired of, because I'm really not tired of being single. I don't hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Like, I'm a willing participant, if that makes sense. It's, I'm at peace with it, though. So, I've just been trying to go out of my comfort zone and go back to being myself, you know, and just being the human that I want to see in the world. You know, and be that, a positive one at that. Because here's the thing, like, there's enough negativity in the world, and everybody all the time. Oh, the world did this to me. The world did that to me. Yeah, but did it really? Like, we have at least half responsibility for most situations of our life, minus like health conditions and stuff like that that are out of our hands, truly. But like, for example, relationship gone wrong, bad relationship with, your parents or whatever. You have some percentage, maybe not always half, but you have some percentage that's at least a quarter you're doing. Because there are some situations where no matter how nice you are and no matter how much you try to change it, it doesn't change. And those are outliers to what I'm talking about, but I'm more or less like the relationships or like things like that maybe you have a coworker that you're a dick to and then you're mad because they hate you or something like that. Well, that's kind of your fault. So those type of situations are the ones that I'm like, okay, let's try to take control here. And not like control the situation, but control my part and my half of it. And am I giving my best half? Even when that person's not. Even when that situation is, dry fucking you in the ass. Like, yeah, absolutely, we're going to give our best. We should. Then you have no regrets. And that's why I keep talking about the whole streaming bit, too, because that's intertwined as well, because I want to make sure I'm giving my best bit here, too. Because then you guys are actually having something fun to watch and escape from reality, too. Like, we talk about a lot of real shit on here. Don't get it twisted, but it's for entertainment. And I do care about my community. Like, there's been so many fun talks on this channel, and it's eye-opening to see how different people handle different situations. Like, you and I can have the same situation but handle it totally differently. And understanding the mindset behind that is super helpful. Because that helps you unlock who you are as a person. And maybe you're faced with the same situation in 4 or 5 months. And do you respond differently at that point? Having gone through it once, have you learned or not? Have you learned that your way the first time worked and was positive? Or, were you just a complete jerk and ruined it because you could? That's where I would say personal growth is really important. But that's what I'm striving to do from here on out. Like, I don't know. I've had my eyes opened a lot since I've been truly living on my own again. It's a good thing. Like, as much as I hated what I went through, I needed a reality check. And I needed to sit down with myself and say, listen, you can't keep living the way you are. You've got to change. Like, I needed to get more positive. I needed to quit drinking. Oh my god. No, like, up until Christmas Day, I spent from last April to Christmas Day, I drank real heavy again. And I hadn't been like that for 5 or so years, and then just everything in life fell apart, and I hid. I didn't face anything. And then, I've just been, like, that's not true necessarily. Like, I did the small steps and the small bits of mental work that I needed to do. But I could have maybe, I wouldn't even say I could have maybe. I went through what I had to. But I kind of re-steeled myself. And instead of breaking under the pressure, I got stronger. And I went back, I finally got to go back to the carefree self that I was before. It's one of them things, You don't realize, you do not realize how trapped you feel and how helpless you feel. And getting out of those situations at times feels impossible. Really does. But if you can take that second before you do something stupid, just think to yourself, okay, I'm walking through hell right now, but there's a pathway to something better. How do I get there from where I am right now? And for me, for example, when I had that drink in my hand, my first step was, okay, put the drink down. Tell yourself you cannot get where you want to go if you're stuck on this shit. You have to be better. You have to show yourself some self-control. You have to get back to who you want to be. And only you can do that for yourself. When you start walking that path, anything's possible, man. Like, since that point, I've lost 60 pounds. I've gained a lot more muscle. Dropped, like, 10 pant sizes. I mean, I've done a lot physically, but mentally is where the hard work went. Because the funniest part about all this is I didn't even realize I was losing weight or anything. I didn't. I was so busy focusing on the mental aspect. Who do I want? Do I want Hitmonchan or do I want Hitmonlee? Who do I have? See, the thing about Hitmonchan is Hitmonchan can learn all the elemental punches. And I think since we don't have any solid other Pokemon, or like we do, but they're not like the best ever, maybe I should go that route. But I mean, Hitmonlee is a boom or bust attacker. And I could get a Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee later. Okay, left side it is. Oh, okay. Hitmonlee it is. Fate decided. Oh, Bruce Lee, who he is named after. Hitmonlee, or I mean, yeah, Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is Bruce Lee. Hitmonchan is named after Jackie Chan, which I think is cool. Okay, we've done this part. Oh yeah, we have to go back to Lavender Town to do the, well, that's cool. We got a new Pokemon. We're heading to Lavender Town. I've battled all these trainers, that's right. Forgetting I did all this. That last one, we did a lot for a little bit of time. That's what I'm liking. Is these I kind of like these short burst videos better, honestly. Instead of like 8-hour streams. I don't know, sometimes it's hard to think of things to talk about the whole time. So I know like there's videos where the commentary is not as good, and I definitely apologize for them, but I'm trying to be more mindful of that as well. But it's going to be really fun when we get into the retro content, like especially Retro Madden, because I know so much about the way the NFL used to be and the older players and stuff. So I think like when we go and play a Madden 08 franchise, for example, because we are going to do that at some point, I think that's going to be really fun to just, you know, kind of showcase how fun that can be. We're way over leveled for this fight. I probably should have been here a while ago. Mr. Rival, you are, not winning right now, I hate to say, friend. So there's an interesting theory I saw online as well, for Saffron City's gym leader, Sabrina. A lot of people say that they theorize that she was working with Team Rocket, and that's why you couldn't get into her gym, because she wasn't there. I don't know how true that is, but it would be an interesting plot twist if they confirmed that was true. It's something I never really put too much thought into, because you know how video games are, and sometimes they'll put like purposeful barriers to prevent you from getting so far in a game ahead of time. So that's where I'm like, it's not that surprising, but it's interesting. This one could be bad. Wait, what am I saying? It's level 20. Don't bend your spoon at me, sir. I don't want to know that your dick is crooked. Come on. Spamming bastard. Level 45. I didn't get a move? What? Cool, let's put Tia into the battle. Bye. Now that I have an out to his Pokemon. Which, fuck him very much, by the way. Got a counter to you, friend. Enjoy. Bitch. Ah, that was close. Gyarados, yeah, we gotta switch. Doesn't know an electric. Still no. Well, that's worthless, honestly. Cool. Whatever. Oh, so Vermilion City is where... Wait, did it say it was disabled? No, here we go, okay. But I think Vermilion City... No, Vermilion City is the Versus Seeker. Wonder where the XP share is in this game. I don't remember. Bet she just got boned by a Cubone. What was that, One second here. Lookout station on Route 15. You gotta get 50 Pokemon. Bro, I'm not even there yet. I have 32. Good Lord have mercy. That's gonna take me for fucking ever. Wow. Oh, we can't run in here. Okay. What Pokemon do they have in here? Probably like Ghastly and stuff. Well, Sparky's not going to be able to do any good against that, so... Let Keaton get some work. I probably should have tried to come through here first, but it's all good. I'm pretty overleveled for this part anyways, so I don't really want my other Pokemon getting XP. At least with Keaton, she has a chance to get better and be more useful. Yeah, or we can just, you know, have this. It's fine. It's already missed one. That's crazy. It's okay. This video is gonna be like an hour long. We'll just stop where we were and then come back. I'm recording this before I go to work, so I gotta get a couple things done before I leave. I just wanted to get the next video in because I haven't recorded one in a week. And also, like, I want to keep this release pretty consistent, so I think, you know, obviously it's definitely important that I keep up with it. But I also have off a couple days this week, so I'm going to try to get some video recording in then. And, like, if you see big chunk videos that are over, like, 2 or 3 hours, I usually record them when I'm off. And I don't edit these. Like, I don't mind that there's little bits in here. I think they add character. And a lot of YouTube videos are just super polished and not like that, so apologies if you don't like it, but I'm not changing it. So we're all for organic and a safe space here. And sharing our opinions with one another in a non-argumentative way. Because, yes, opinions are like assholes and everybody has one. And we all know that coming into this channel. We're not your traditional internet community. I don't play that way. But yeah. So we're probably a good not 2/3. We're probably a good halfway through the game after we finish this. Which honestly, I'm gonna finish the Pokemon Tower regardless of where we are time-wise. Because I like this part and I don't want to segment it. I think it'll be more fun this way. Because we're going to have grindy parts like, when we get to the Safari Zone, because we're going to need to catch a decent amount of Pokemon. And there's some evolution stuff we're going to have to do before we go to the Elite Four, and that way we can unlock the post-game on time. So we need like 60 Pokemon or something to unlock the National Dex. Which obviously closer to time, I plan on doing more research. Because there are parts of this game I forget. This is definitely like an S-tier game in my opinion. Especially it being a remake of Gen 1. Because if you've ever played Gen 1, it's janky as shit. Like, it's fun, but it's real janky. Gen 2 was my favorite for a long time, but I don't know, man. It's hard to pick. Because anywhere from Gen 2 to even Gen 5, there was just so many good games in a row, in my opinion. And because on one hand, yes, Crystal version is probably my favorite Pokemon game, but part of that is definitely nostalgia. It is. Because I liked that you could go back to Kanto, and you could explore that region again, but there's not a ton of content in it. But there's enough for me. But that's the big complaint that I read is, oh, well, there's not enough content for it to justify it being there. I don't know, I think it's fine. But, then you go to Gen 3, you get Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, which Emerald is arguably one of the greatest Pokemon games ever made as well. Because it does everything that Ruby and Sapphire does, but then dials it to 11. So it's a fantastic experience. Then you have Diamond and Pearl after that, and Platinum. Those games are even better, and they have the Pokedex from the other 3 games all in it, and you can import your Pokemon from your Game Boy Advance cartridges. Since, it's over on the DS now. And also you have Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which are Gen 2 remakes, which admittedly I like better than the originals. I wish they would have done a standalone Crystal remake, though. That's really what I want. And if Pokemon was to remake Gen 2 again, I would say skip making 2 versions, just make Crystal version. Make the definitive remake. And then make some way that you can play the original version of Heart Gold and Soul Silver on that same cartridge. That's my opinion. That was wild, wasn't it? Yeah, it was wild. I could have caught that. Piss. Whatever. I'm sure I'll encounter another one, and if I don't, well, shame on me. Okay. It's not gonna matter, so we'll try to throw a ball at it, and if it doesn't go, then I'll get Venusaur out and poison it and Leech Seed it. Nice. Okay. That makes me feel a lot better about life. At least we caught it. Not sure if it'll fit, but we're gonna name it Purple Haze if it'll fit. Maybe if I can spell correctly. Yes, it does. It's just gonna all be one word. That's fine. Purple Haze. Definitely after the Jimi Hendrix song. It's one of my favorite Hendrix tunes. Just the way that slow, kind of stoner-ish riff starts out, and then it just, you know, it's Hendrix. It's just awesome. It just sounds really good. I don't know. It's funny because people now are arguing that there's guitar players better than Jimi Hendrix. And, I mean, sure, there are gonna be. From, like, a speed standpoint or a technical standpoint. But the way he played the Strat and the way he was able to add, like, the twang and the emotion and stuff into it, I don't know if we're ever going to see a Strat player as good as Hendrix. I don't think we are. You know, because, yeah, okay, so we had a Strat player like Kurt Cobain who wrote fantastic riffs. Yes, he did. But he didn't use the twang aspect of the Strat. You know, he was using distortion and overdrive and stuff like that. And then his clean parts, he didn't really lean into the twanginess of it either. Which is fine. I'm not knocking his songwriting, but, like, I'm saying, like, the expressive side of a Strat. Not a lot of guitarists in rock play like that. And honestly, that's the reason I picked up playing a Strat, was because, you know, you could make sounds like Eric Clapton was playing or like Hendrix was playing and incorporate the twang in it and stuff. So I think it sounds good if you can get it, you know, distorted or overdriven correctly and not bleed the sound too much. It sounds really good. That's why the Strat was my go-to for such a long time. Because it's something about them single coil pickups and where they placed them. And Telecasters are the same. Like, they sound really good like that, too. You know, but then, that said, if you're, you know, wanting to play metal and stuff, you're not gonna want a Strat. You're gonna want, like, I don't know, BC Rich, Jackson, what PRS they're playing. Some people play Les Pauls in metal bands, but it's less common. I'd like to get a Les Paul, though. Les Paul's always been my dream guitar. Like I say, I started out with Strats because obviously that's what the greats used, but they were cheap too. I mean, and they're one of the most highly moddable guitars ever. I mean, fuck, look at Eddie Van Halen. He's made all those Frankenstrats. And they were all, I mean, you heard them on the Van Halen records. Like, they sounded fantastic. So I don't know what more you need from a situation like that. You know, Strats are super versatile guitars. They have some of the most iconic recordings ever in history. I mean, like I say, there's a lot of other guitars too. You know, well, Gibson, I mean, their Flying V's, their SGs. I'm sure I'm missing some of their stuff. But obviously, right, is putting Les Paul there. It's one of them things. Because the thing about it is with musicians, you know, you have to have something that sounds good and is affordable. Like, I don't understand how these guitar companies expect you to pay $5,000-$6,000 for a damn instrument. When you can buy, well, you could definitely have bought a car for that in the past. I can't say that you can now. But I can say that's still a chunk of a car or a home. So unless you have those two things, which if you're a fledgling musician, likely you're not gonna, are you really gonna spend $5-6 grand for some signature model guitar? No. Those are more geared towards collectors and stuff. Which, that's fine, but it's also aggravating because being a fan of the instrument, like, I want to play some of the cool ones, but I'm never going to get to. Let's be honest. You know, and I'm sure a lot of you in the comments are the same way. It's just one of those things. But, you know, like, having built my own guitar, it's sound is very important, and you have to know what sound you're going for. It's one of those things, like, you can't just... And it comes to you when you've played, you know, different models of guitars. Because obviously the one you pick that's your first guitar, it's usually not your last guitar. And usually not your last guitar shape either. Like, I started out with Strats, but I have a BC Rich Warlock I adore the living hell out of. I love that guitar. You know, the custom guitar that I put together myself, it has a Warlock neck and the Warlock Seymour Duncans in it. That thing's a metal machine. Now, I'm going to change it again, and I'm going to put, like, ceramic hot rails in it. So it's going to sound really, really monstrous for metal. But it wouldn't have been a thing that I would have thought of. Had I not been, you know, looking around at other guitars and being like, I wonder what, you know, insert guitarist's name. I wonder what makes their sound different. Or I wonder, you know, when, like me, I play with distortion a lot, but there's just something about that sound that sometimes it just sounds ultra fuzzy and, like, real... I don't want to say gnarly, because gnarly is usually a positive thing, but it just sounds like real staticky compared to what you hear from, like, the famous guitarists, or even what I like. I like a more refined sound, if that makes sense. Feedback and stuff is fine, it's natural, but if I can mitigate some of that, I'm going to. Holy hell, could you hit? It's the second miss in a row. But, you know, like, I think once I get this guitar finished the way I want it to be, I think you guys are going to actually hear some music from me. I don't really put it out that much right now, because I'm still chasing that guitar sound that I want. And once I finish, because like the bass guitar that it's not a bass, but like the bass template guitar that I'm modding is a 96 Ibanez RX. And I chose to mod this guitar because it's only 3 years younger than me. So, like, it's, you know, it's a 90s model, and I think that would be cool. What better way to call back to the past than have a guitar that's about the same age as me? Like, that's, I think, a cool idea. So, you know, so it's one of those things. It's like, why not? If I didn't need the XP, I wouldn't do this, but we'll farm the XP out while we're here. But, like, I'm not a gear snob by any means either. Like, I just know what sound I like. And like, every step that I've taken musically or, like, upgrading gear and stuff, I'm getting closer to it. But my focus now is definitely the pedal board. I definitely need a standalone overdrive pedal. And, like, I have chorus already. I have distortion. I have an acoustic simulator, which sounds really good. So I'm getting there. It's just, there's a couple more pedals I want to get. I definitely want to get the EVH pedal. I want to get the one dime. There's a couple dime signatures, but I want to get the Crybaby. That one's going to be... Honestly, I gotta stop putting that one off, though, because that shit's gonna get more expensive. Same with the 5150 and stuff like that. That's not gonna be cheap. Gets more expensive as time goes by. Which is frustrating. Because, like, those pedals used to be sub 100, and now they're, like... Well, it depends on where you shop, but, like, the music store near me, they're, like, 150 or so bucks. And it's like, I'm not spending... you know, a third of my paycheck for a damn effects pedal. That's crazy. Wow, alright. But, you know, like, because obviously I got bills to pay and stuff, so, like, why would I overspend? If it makes sense. Got him. But, you know, going into year two of living alone, like, I mean, I'm happy with learning how to do this stuff. Like, I knew how to do it before, but it wasn't like... Name him Tease. I don't know why, just cause, I guess. But, you know, now, like, I can squeeze some purchases in that I need to make. Like, obviously, losing a ton of weight, I had to get a lot of clothes to catch up on everything, but... No, I'm in a good place. And, like, I feel the most positive I have. And, you know, the sky's the limit for me, and I haven't said that in a long time. I haven't even cared about myself like this in a long time. It's weird. You know, like, this is the first time in my life I can actually say I love myself. And not like in a I'm better than everybody type of thing. But, like, in the mindset that I'm gonna take care of myself, and I actually... You know, I actually want to try to give something back to this world instead of just making it worse. Or just not doing anything. And that's, you know, like, I will encourage people to do that all the time. But you know, like behind closed doors, I was always like, I don't really care about myself. I'm just gonna, you know, keep middling and just keep getting by. And I mean, I'm not saying go out and, you know, like bankrupt yourself. I'm not saying go out and blow money you don't have. But what I'm saying is, if you're able to even spend a little tiny bit, even if it's just going out for breakfast some morning, you know, treat yourself to something. Just once in a while. It does a world of good. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's... Trying to think here. I got it. I'll name it Rascal. I think that's going to be fun. Rascal. Here we go. It's weird that I caught Cubone right before this Marowak battle. I wish I could catch this one. But I can't. Best part about this. I knew Marowak was coming, so it's like, we're good. Just knock this fucker out real quick. Nice and easy. Now we gotta deal with Team Rocket. Okay. At least we're back to Pokemon that aren't higher level than me, so I can just keep nuking them and getting on with this. Ooh, that gives me an idea. I should... Man, I need to play through a Fallout game on this channel. I haven't really talked a ton about the series on the main channel, on the Twitch side of things. But that's a franchise I love. Like, can't even tell you guys how many fucking tipsy/drunk playthroughs of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas I've done, but Fallout 3 was the one I played the most of. Even though it's not my favorite Fallout game, ironically. That's New Vegas. New Vegas is fantastic. But Fallout 3 is a great game. That's like Elder Scrolls fans saying that if Skyrim isn't your favorite, you're not a real Elder Scrolls fan. Well, I'm sorry, Oblivion's my favorite because of the customization and the extra things that you couldn't do in Skyrim. And that takes away nothing from Skyrim. Skyrim is a fantastic game, but not my favorite of its franchise. I'd even argue that Morrowind is better in some ways. And that's not even nostalgia biased. Like, I haven't even beaten Morrowind yet. Like, I've played through the vast majority of it, but I haven't beaten it. Maybe someday I will. But, you know, the more that games come out, it's like the more the backlog grows, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not even dreading it. Just doing what I can. Yeah, okay. By cornering an old man. Smart play. Douchebag. Ruffing! So am I dead? That's real annoying. I mean, Tia can have the XP, but that's not where I wanted it to go. Why? You KO'd my Pokemon, you asswipe. Okay. Them's fighting words. Time to drop rocks on its head. Goodbye. Another one. I wonder if it'll hit again. Okay, 2 for 2. It's probably not going to hit a third time in a row, so I'm not going to try that. I don't know, actually. Nah, Slash. Let's go Slash. It's a high crit move. Nice. Dunzo. Eradicate. Yeah, we're just gonna Slash again. Could drop rocks on its head. Don't feel like it. We're just gonna Slash. Hell yeah. We'd have been up another 2 levels probably with Keaton, but oh well. Sweet. Now, before we go battle Team Rocket, we're going to get those Snorlaxes. But I'm trying to think how long it will take. Yeah, I don't want to, but I'm gonna call it here because that will give us a place to pick up on, knowing that that's our goal, is to go get these Snorlaxes. Because we have the one that's north of Celadon near Cycling Road, and we have the one down below us on the way to Fuchsia. So yeah, this is a good place to call it. Okay. Alright, everyone. Hey, thanks for tuning in. As always, definitely make sure you like. Definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell.